I'm gonna wear blue jeans and boots. Crazy, because I wrote the song at the end of last year, and I started the song and just sent it to her on a text or voice memo, however you do that thing. And I can't even remember how I did it, but I only started the song, I think, just to impress her, to be like, yeah, I'm gonna write a song for her, about her, you know. And then she wrote the second half and sent it back to me. It's like, oh my God, this is crazy. We just wrote a song together.
You guys are like a match made in heaven.
I know, and then I play it for people, my family, my sister, my mom, whoever, and they're like, we love that song, you know. So we ended up putting it on record, and it's been crazy. The reaction to that thing's been crazy.
Do you like being with Gwen when she's all dolled up like that, or do you like it a little better au naturel?
I just like being with her, but when she's all dolled up and we go places, it's always fun for me. If she was here right now, not one person here would be looking at anybody else but her, you know. They may come up and talk to me, but it's only because I'm one person over from her, you know. Pretty cool.
Reminds me a lot of seeing all of Gwen's Snapchats of her and her boys being in Oklahoma with you. How are they taking to country life? Are you teaching them to hunt and fish?
I don't see them much because if they're at my place in Oklahoma, they're in the woods. I don't know how to keep control of them, you know. The whole kid thing for me is like, oh my gosh, is everybody, well, you know what? That's what I grew up doing. Come back for dinner. If she ever's at one of my shows or I'm at one of her shows, I know we got to do it, you know. We were just writing about, it was hard to kind of let our guards down again, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just going
sure.
through some issues, and so that's what the song was even written about. You know what? We were on a plane headed back here not long after we performed, so because we wanted to catch the show, and so we got here in time enough to actually watch the Billboard Music Awards on TV, which was so much fun. It was cool. It was like when our performance came on, it was like, oh my God, this is so like surreal, you know. It's awkward to watch it together. I mean, because it's like, cause you just remember that it just happened, you know. I just think that I probably would have, you know, there's no telling, you know, where I would have ended up after last summer. You know, I was just in a dark place, and I literally felt like she reached down and pulled me out of a hole. You know, I mean, that's the only way I know to explain it. It's not something that anybody could have seen coming besides God, I guess, because it doesn't look like it would make sense, you know. But all I can tell you is it does. It just makes the most perfect sense, you know, for us and where we're at in our lives. I tell people all the time, Gwen saved my life last year. She did, and I think she would probably tell you something similar about me. They know each other that well. Even the first season that Gwen was on the show, which was season 7, I think, I didn't ever really get to know her that well. I mean, she was on the show and high five and good to see you, and you know. So even coming into the second season of The Voice, when it started, I didn't even really know her that well, and it just all of a sudden this thing just happened because of some things that we were going through.
'Cause ain't no way it all went down that right. You were waiting on somebody and they never did show. You were pissed off leaving, came back 'cause you forgot your phone. And there I was, yeah, I just sat down in the seat you left. You walked up, I said, what are you doing with your beautiful self? You rolled your eyes, but you laughed and your song came on. I begged you for a dance and we danced, and it was on. Eyes locked, clock stopped, one little kiss. No, we never meant to start falling in love. Oh man, you can't make this up.
And it's crazy, that's for sure. Whipped. Thank you for saving me, I can't believe it. Thank you. So this is what the truth feels like. This is more of what I had in mind. Yeah, this is what the truth feels like. And I'm feeling it.
I played in Grand Junction, Colorado, Saturday, which was my birthday. And I'm doing my normal, you know, what I thought was rocking. You know, standing up there with my acoustic guitar in front of the mic stand and singing my songs.
Yeah.
And so I thought, how cool, Gwen's here. I had my band work up one of her songs, Hella Good.
And I thought, man, that'd be so cool for her to come out surprise. And it was the worst thing I could have done because all it did was make me look
worse.
Terrible. I know. Because literally, like, the entire, like, 40,000 people are, like, jumping up and down. I mean, that's probably what it's like at real concerts. But I was like, what? What's going on? People were so excited to see her. This person that I kind of knew I worked with, you know, on the show. I didn't really know her that well, Gwen, the first time around. And just, hey, how you doing, you know? And then to all of a sudden find out she's going through basically this exact same thing at the same time. And this, how my life turned around. And so quickly, too, by the way. It's like, whoa, that was, all this has to be meant to happen, you know?
Do you feel like you're happier than you've ever been in your entire life?
There's no question about that.
About to perform a song called Misery. Was it written for how you feel about Blake Shelton?
You're crazy.
Tell us about Misery.
You know what's crazy? Because the song is called Misery, but it is a song about love. So that's all I will say about that.
So grateful. It is such an amazing, like, I have this like pile of love I've saved up for these people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that it's like an addiction to like have that exchange of love where you get up there and you share your story with them and they're singing it back at you, and the energy is incredible.